I'm Lisa from sewnlife.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a drawstring bag with a boxed bottom. So let's get started.
So this is what you're going to need to make your drawstring bag. So I've got an outer fabric and an inner fabric. For the outer fabric I've chosen like a white polyester cotton, and it's got a fair bit of texture to it. For the inner fabric I've chosen a cotton, printed cotton, and then I've also got two pieces of fusible lightweight wadding. I've got some ribbon here as well, and then I've got two pieces that are going to create the channel for the ribbon to go through. Now the sizes, all three things are the same size, so that's 36 centimetres across and 45 centimetres down, which is 14 inches by 17.5 inches. The trim is the same width as the outer piece, so that's 14 inches and it's 2 inches deep. And the ribbon, there's 110 centimetres or 43 inches. So the first step is to attach this lightweight wadding onto the wrong side of the outer pieces. So put the iron onto the wadding and hold it in place for about 20 seconds. Don't move it around, just hold it still. You're going to do this all over the wadding until the glue's been melted. Okay, so you can see now I've got two pieces that have both got the wadding fused to them now, so it gives them a nice sort of loftiness without giving too much weight as well. So we're just going to prepare now. This is the channel where the ribbon is going to go through at the top of the bag. So fold it in half and just press it down with your thumb. Okay, the right sides are on the inside, so what you've got there is two right sides touching each other, and then at each end fold it under by a centimetre and then another centimetre. Put a clip exactly the same at the other end, centimetre, centimetre, put a clip in, and then you're going to sew along there and along there, and then do the same to the other piece as well. Now that both of the ends are attached, fold them over and just literally pin them together. Take the outer pieces, and what you want is this facing on the right way up, and then you're going to attach this right to the very top facing downwards. So just pin that in place and you'll see that there's a gap at either side, so just make sure that that gap and that gap are exactly the same, so that needs to be placed symmetrically. Okay, so pin all of those three sides together and then do that for both of the pieces. I'm going to add the lining on top of there for both of the pieces, and just simply going to move this pin now so that it incorporates the lining as well. Attach those together now, so sew across there and across there. So you can see now that what you've got when you open that out is you've got your little channel in the top where the ribbon is going to go through. Okay, so you're going to now put both pieces one on top of the other, and then what you're essentially going to do is attach them and then pin all the way around the edges and sew all the way around, and leave a gap of about 12 centimetres there where you'll actually turn it inside out. Match these two side seams up together, make sure they're in line and pin them, and then go to the other side and match those two side seams up and pin those, and then let's go all around. I'll pin all around the edge as well. Okay, so they're pinned now, so let's take it to the sewing machine and sew all around the edge, but making sure we leave the gap in the end in the lining. So now what we're going to do is box all of the corners. So what you want to do is take each of the corners and make them into a triangle, and then you're going to pin 5 centimetres down from there. Now, the one thing you do want to do is check inside. So go inside and just double check that that seam is sat on top of that seam so that the seams actually meet. Oh, and they do look perfect. So now we know that they meet nicely. What we can do is pin across there and across there, and what we're going to do is sew across there and do the same to all 4 of the corners. So now what we're going to do is cut off these corners. So leave about 1 centimetre and cut them off. First, second, okay. And then now what we're going to do is turn it inside out. So this is the nice bit where you get to see it come out. Just poke out the corners of the boxing, and then the same with the corners there. And then what we've got is we've got this bit that needs to be sewn, so just turn that underneath. It sort of just naturally sits underneath anyway, so turn that bit underneath, just put a pin in, and we're just going to sew that across there. So now that the bag is sewn up, I'm going to put the lining inside. Okay, and then sew around the edge all the way around just to give it a nice finish. So that's given that a nice finish all the way around. And now what's left to do is to thread the ribbon through here. So I'm going to use this tool, which is actually something that is intended for threading elastic, and if you haven't got something like this you can just use like a safety pin. So I'm threading it through there, and I'm just simply going to thread it all the way through and round, come out the same side. So and that can be pulled. Because of the extra wadding in there, it actually sits up.
Thank you so much for spending your time with me today, really appreciate it. I've got lots of other videos that you'll enjoy, so have a look through and pick your next project. I will see you in the next video. If you haven't already subscribed, if you could subscribe, that would be fantastic, and have a great day. Bye.